Hello, my name is Will Borton, and today I'm showcasing my coding extra credit project for CompSci 12A. So I created this program for my girlfriend who is a professional cosmetologist. The program performs many functions for her, including checking if it is safe to bleach a client's hair, as well as estimating the cost of various services for each client. The program creates an array list assigned to a date, which can be filled with all the clients scheduled for that day. And then the algorithm I will have in the README text attached to the files. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so let's start. So the first thing that you do is we are going to run this program in Eclipse. I'm going to run, and as you see, it prints hello. And then quick note, if it seems like nothing is happening at any given moment, press enter to proceed with the program. And then you of course have to press enter to move on, so it teaches you that. Then it asks you to enter today's date in the format that. So I'm going to enter June 5th, 2019. And it says what I entered. Very good. And now it created an array list for that date. Now we are at the client list manipulation menu. So we have options to add a client, remove a client, modify a client's information, get all of a client's information, and quit. So we don't have any clients yet, so we can only do the first option. We're going to add a client. So asks us to enter the client's name. This client shall be named Bob Ross, because why not? The client's initial hair color level. So this is just like how dark or light their hair is. So a lot of this stuff is going to be like cosmetology lingo, and I'll just try to explain it as we go along. So the initial hair color level is just how dark or light their hair is, and this is for if they want their hair lightened. So we'll say Bob Ross's initial hair color darkness is like 2, probably 2 being very dark. Then his desired hair color level, he wants to be kind of like a kind of light brown color, so we'll put it as 7. Alright, Bob Ross has a hair elasticity of 3. His hair is very elastic, and the elasticity is just like how much it can stretch without breaking. So we're going to say, actually, Bob Ross's hair is kind of like a medium elastic. It's kind of damaged. He's got a lot of fuzz going on there, so we'll give him a 2. His hair length, let's say his hair is approximately, I don't know, like 8 inches, let's say. Okay, haircut notes. Bob Ross has very fluffy hair. Here you can put whatever you want. This is purely for the cosmetologist to put in just whatever they think they're going to want to be able to retrieve later on. So I'll just say fluffy hair. And then color and Lightner notes, we'll just say he's gonna be a brown hair boy later on. Client added, continuing the services menu where you can assign services to the client. So let's go to that. Now it takes us to the services menu where we have the option to give Bob Ross a haircut. We have the option to lighten and color his hair. We have the option to do thermal styling, which is like curling, straightening, etc. And we can get the total services price after we've done all that. So we'll do haircut first. We are going to give Bob Ross a haircut today. So we have the option to apply the haircut. So we're going to apply the haircut, haircut price applied. So basically this is just to calculate the price of a given service. So now we know that Bob Ross, we have applied the haircut. So now if we say get current price of haircut, it'll tell us $50. But let's say that we did that on accident. We want to undo the apply haircut. We can do undo, haircut price removed, and then if we get it again, we're back to $0. And let's say we accidentally applied a haircut like 5 times somehow because we're stupid, or 4 times. What we can do, instead of having to undo 4 times, we can just hit R, and if we press G, it will, oh wait, whoops. If we press G, it'll give us $0. Very good. Voila. Yeah, very good. Okay, so now let's apply that haircut one more time because we want to have him have a haircut. Haircut price applied. Then we'll queue to return to the services menu. Now, What do we want to do? Do we want to lighten and color? Yes, we do, because he wants to be a 7. So we're going to press L for lighten and color, and that'll give us this lighten and color menu. And it says lighten and color menu, note, perform Z option before adding any other prices. And that's because the Z option checks if it's safe at all to lighten his hair. So we're going to hit the Z option, and it says it runs an automatic check on the elasticity. If the client's hair elasticity is 1, which is the least elastic, then it'll just print unsafe and it'll end right there, and you won't be able to, or you'll be able to add Lightner prices, but you shouldn't because it's unsafe and it told you it's unsafe. But since his hair is a 2, it says it is safe to lighten this client's hair with the given information, but proceed with caution. And then it says proceed to questionnaire, which is all of this stuff. So the first question is, does client's hair contain box dye? Bob Ross ain't no box dye fool. So box dye is just like dye you get like at a supermarket in a box, and if there's box dye in someone's hair, then it's not safe to lighten their hair because the chemicals interact in a bad way. So we're going to say he does not have box dye. Does his hair contain professional dye? No, it does not. Does his hair contain henna? No, henna also reacts. Professional dye, it wouldn't be bad, but it would change some of the pricing, and I'll showcase that later. Does his hair contain henna? No. Is the client pregnant? Sure hope not. Is the client on medication for a serious physical illness? Well, he's dead, but no, it is not. I think Bob Ross is dead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. In any case, it says it is safe to lighten and color this client's hair. Very good. So now we know it's safe, we can move on. So apply lightener and toner. Yes, we're going to apply lightener and toner. Lightener price applied. And that automatically takes in what color he was and what color he wants to be, and calculates how much it'll cost to apply that much lightener. And that's a whole algorithm that I'll showcase right now. In here, we have, where is it? Right down, give me a second, right here. Okay, so basically, it calculates it by saying, there's this Lightner doubling threshold, which is basically, it changes, that's what's going to change with the pro dye and stuff. The doubling threshold is basically, you have bowls of bleach, and you're going to apply a bowl of bleach, and how much that bowl is going to lighten the hair is a set amount, but it can change depending on, like, if there's pro dye in the hair, it's not going to lighten as much with one bowl. So the Lightner doubling threshold basically says how many levels it will lighten with one bowl of Lightner. And so if you have, this right here says, if the amount of levels he wants to go can be done in one bowl, then it just does, it takes one bowl of Lightner to cover, one bowl of bleach to cover 4 inches of hair, so it's, the length of hair divided by 4, times 10, which is how much a bowl of Lightner costs, plus 70, which is the base price. And so it'll give you a price, and then it's like times 2 times 3. You get the idea. Yeah, so that's how that works. So we've applied Lightner, and now we can get the current price of Lightner and color. We haven't applied any color yet, so it's just $90. That's how much it's going to cost. So now we are going to apply some color, because he wants to be a nice, pretty pink boy. It doesn't say what color, because all colors are priced the same. So we're just going to apply color, color price applied, and now we can check, now it's $160. So it was $70 for the color, so that's somewhere down here. I think the base price for color is $50, so it's the same value here, except this time it doesn't matter. The Lightner doubling threshold doesn't matter, because you'll always be able to color the hair in one session, so it doesn't really matter. So it's just this once, and then plus 50. Okay, very good. Now we are going to, so we've applied all that, and we can also undo and reset, same as with the haircuts. So now we're going to return to the services menu, and here, our last option here, we have thermal styling. So we're going to do S, and let's say we want to straighten out Bob Ross's hair, so that's going to be basic styling. Event styling, basic styling is just, event styling is just like more complicated styles. But basic styling, we're just going to straighten out his hair. That's basic, so we're going to put B, and that'll apply the basic style price. And now we're going to get that price, and that's $20. Very good, and so we're just going to return to the services menu. Now, if we press P, we see that Bob Ross is getting a haircut for $50. He's getting lightening in color for $160, and he's getting thermal styling for $20, all for a total of $230. Very good. We've estimated the cost of Bob Ross's service. Awesome. Now we are going to return to the client manipulation menu. We have successfully added a client fully to the array list. Now we're going to add 2 more clients really quick, and I will just, I'll cut these out in the video because it's already 10 minutes long and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'll cut back whenever it seems relevant. So we're going to add Abigail. So Abigail, oh, whoops, I'm a dummy, I have to add client. There we go. And see, if I type in something that's not one in the menu, it just prompts me again, and it does that for every menu. Add client, we're going to enter the client's name as Abigail. Enter the client initial hair color level. Abigail's like a 6. She doesn't want any lightening, so she's going to stay a 6. Her hair elasticity is 3. She's very elastic hair. Her hair length is 20. Then her haircut notes, blah, we don't care, but blah. And then color lightener notes is color lightener notes, we'll just say also blah. Okay, client added, continue service menu. Okay, so now we're just going to do thermal styling on her. We're going to give her some event styling price, that's $40. Then we're going to return, we're done with that, and return the manipulation menu. There we go. Okay, I won't cut any of this out, it was pretty short. Okay, so we have added Abigail to the list. Now, we are going to lastly add 1 more client. Let's add Jeff. So Jeff, oh, whoops, I keep doing that. Okay, so we're entering a client, we're entering Jeff. So Jeff's initial hair color is, he's a 1, and he wants to go to an 8. But he's not going to be able to because he has a hair elasticity of 1. And his hair length is 9 inches. So his haircut notes, he has straight hair. He has straight hair. And then his color lightener notes, we cannot bleach his hair, and we're going to safety check that later and confirm that. So we're continuing to the services menu. He wants a haircut as well, though, so it's not all is not lost. So we're going to apply a haircut, very good. Then we're going to return to the services menu, very good. Now we're going to try to lighten his hair. So we're going to go lightening. Now we're at the lightening menu, and we're going to check the options, and it says it is unsafe to lighten this client's hair, and that just returns to the lightening menu. So we cannot lighten his hair, and we can't color his hair if we can't lighten his hair. So, I mean, we could color his hair. You could do that. It depends. If he wants his hair colored anyway, the color will work. It'll just be like really dark, and it won't look like very poppy. But let's say he wants color anyway, so we'll apply some color. So that's going to be $72. Man, that is precise. Good job, me. Anyways, so now we're going to return back to the services menu. And we're gonna get total services price. He wants a haircut for $50. He's just getting the color for $72, and he's getting no thermal styling for a total of $122. Very good. Now we're gonna return to the manipulation menu, and now I think we have enough clients that we can start to go the other options. So let's go and let's just go ahead and remove a client. Let's remove Abigail. So we're gonna select D to remove a client. And let's say we type Abigail, but we type it with 2 L's because we're stupid. If we type that, the client is not on the list. It don't work. It just don't work at all. Very good. And then it says that, and then it just returns to the manipulation menu. So now let's remove again, and let's try to remove Abigail, but correct this time. Abigail has been removed from the list. Very good. And now we can move on to the modify client information option. So let's try to modify Abigail, even though we just removed her, just to prove that she is no longer in the array list. So let's enter the name of client to be modified, Abigail. So this is a little bit of a thing. It still is going to ask for all of these conditions, and I didn't get the time to change this, but it'll ask for these conditions, so let's just type in the default values, blah, 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 none, none, and then what's going to happen is after we type all that in, it's going to say client not found, nothing modified, and then it's just going to return to the list. Now let's try to modify a client that is in the list. Let's modify Bob Ross. So we're going to take Bob Ross, enter a new initial hair color level. I don't remember what his hair color level was, but it doesn't matter because I can just type 0 and it will be unchanged. And then does he want a new hair color? He wants to be platinum blonde now. He doesn't just want to be a brown boy. He wants to be platinum blonde. So we're gonna put him at 10, the highest possible level. So he wants to be a very platinum blonde boy. Then we are going to enter new hair elasticity. We're not. He's still at 2, and his length of hair has not changed. He wants new haircut notes, where we don't want to change anything, so it's just none. And then new lightning and color notes, we're going to put platinum blonde. Okay, client info modified. So now his basic info has been modified, and now it's proceeding to the services menu. So now we're back at the services menu, which is convenient because it doubles as a way to add services and to modify them, since I have the undo and reset options. So if we get the total services price right now, we'll see that it's the same as before, but we want to modify that. So we want to modify lightning color. So we're gonna go into lightning color. And since we're now at a new bracket, because now he wants to go to platinum blonde, we're going to lightning color, and since he's at a platinum blonde now, we have to reset to 0, because what happens here is if we just try to undo the lightener and we get the price, you see let's undo the lightener and undo the color. So we'll undo the color as well, and you see now if we check the price, we're at 0. Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. But sometimes it'll like print out a negative number because now you have a different scale. But I guess for this one it doesn't matter. But in any case, so we're here. We don't need to check lightning conditions again because we know it's safe. So we're going to apply the lightener, and we're going to apply the color, and we're going to check. The price is now 160. Is that right? Yeah, that works. Let's just reset to 0 just to make sure. And then let's apply and apply this, and then get the price. Wow. Okay, that's different. Okay, so it did go to a negative number. That's interesting. Okay, I'll have to fix that, but that's not a big deal. Just when it printed 0 back there, it should have printed a negative number, but it did before. Okay, in any case, doesn't matter. That's an easy fix. I'll just go in there and see if I can fix that, or maybe it was just a fluke. In any case, here we are. Lightning color menu. Yeah, so we've applied the new lightning color, and we're going to return. And he doesn't need anything else changed, so we're going to return. Okay, so now we are here. I tried something out and it threw an exception, but I fixed it, so no worries. So now we are going to move on to the Get All Client Information option. So we are going to press G, and it says enter the name of client whose info you wish to view, and we are going to say Bob, but we're not going to include the Ross, and what's going to happen is it's going to say this client is not on the list. This formatting, I'll fix this later. This is just a little thing, but it's supposed to wait after it says this client is not on the list and then go to the menu again, I can fix that. I think I just have to add another scanner.next line. Anyways, it works. So now we're going to do it again, and this time, oh wait, that was a caps lock. Okay. See, it makes me do the right one. And then enter the name of client info you wish to view. We're going to do Bob Ross. We're going to type it correctly. And bada bing, bada boom, there he is. It's Bob Ross. Initial hair color level 1, desired 10, hair elasticity 2, length of hair 8, and you see that's a double for math reasons. Client notes, haircut notes, fluffy hair, lightning color notes, platinum blonde. And then there's the services. Very good. Okay. I think a couple things changed. I think the last time I ran it, there were some math errors, but I fixed those. So this is what it's supposed to be. So it's okay, because between that cut, I did a little editing. But this is how it's supposed to be. So there's his price, and it's good. And now it takes us back, and we can do that for Jeff as well. We can go here, and we can go Jeff, and there's Jeff in all his glory. Very good. All right, and then finally, I think the last thing we're going to do, we're going to quit. And if we press Q, then it says, have a good day, program terminated, and that's it. It's done. See? It's right up here. It's done. Yahoo!